Hey guys, welcome to my video. So a few weeks ago I finished merging my Catria, my second +10. So today I'll be talking about builds for her. Catria is a lance flyer hero. This is a role with a lot of very strong heroes. On the offensive side you have Cordelia, with a very strong offensive spread, which makes her ideal for Brave Lance and Fire Ship Lance builds. The recently released Shigure is also very strong here, with slightly higher speed and slightly lower attack. And Est, with the same attack stat as Cordelia, but lower speed, makes her pretty strong with Brave Lance. Hinoka and Tana are also great offensive flyers, but they both have their own legendary weapons, and are 5 stars locked. Compared to these heroes, Catria has pretty decent speed, but her attack is a lot lower, which makes her not great for a Brave build, but she can still run a Fire Ship build pretty well. With Life and Death or Swift Sparrow, and relying on fire buffs, she can deal a lot of damage safely. These kind of builds usually want things like drag back or hit and run on the B slot, allowing Catria to hit enemies and go back to safety, usually helped by an ally's reposition or drawback skill. For the C slot you can run any attack or speed seal. Hailblade can also give you a nice boost of damage, or help you trigger Gale Force for longer fights. On the defensive side you have Tsubaki as a physical tank. He has pretty high defense and speed, and really low attack and resistance. There's also Vulture, who has a slightly lower defense and speed, but he actually has decent attack. He's a Grand Hero Battle unit though, so he's not great for merging. And as magic tanks, there's Florina, whose only good stat is resistance actually, and Claire, who has also decent speed and compensates for her low attack with her new legendary weapon. This can also work decently well as a magic tank. Compared to them, Catria's defensive stats are not great. They are actually fairly balanced. She can still use a melee defensive build, running close defense as an A skill and seal. She can reach 41 defense and 37 resistance with neutral IVs. You'll also want quick repose for the B skill. Skye's default 34 speed is pretty mediocre on its own. For this build there's a lot of good weapons. Slaying Lance and the new Harmonic Lance can boost her damage, using specials like Ignis or Bonfire. Redcoat's Lance can boost Catria's resistance even further, making her a great dragon killer. Deft Harpoon gives her a nice boost to each stat for the first fight every battle. It can also be reused if you have some kind of healing skills like Either or Renewal. First Bite grants even more defense and resistance, but only work after the first fight. And Time and Boom is probably the most consistent, buffing every stat when attacked. Catria's ability to tank both magical and physical hits is pretty impressive, but she'll be vulnerable to ranged enemies like mages and archers. Finally, Catria can run a hybrid build that works both in enemy phase and player phase. For these builds, you'll want Slaying Lance, Harmonic Lance, or Death Harpoon. Fury is probably the best A skill here. You can also run a Bond skill, preferably one that boosts speed. For the B skill, you can go for mobility, running things like Wings of Mercy, Hit and Run, or Flyer Formation. Or you can give her combat skills like Vantage. Chill skills are also pretty good, especially Chill Speed and Chill Attack. In the special slot, Moonbow or Luna give you the most consistent damage. The seal slot is pretty open. I like running Drive and Horn skills. The new Flyer Formation seal is also pretty good if you are not using it in the B slot. You can also even run Close Defense for tankiness. This is the build I'm currently running on my Catria, and it looks something like this. I'm pretty happy with it. She's very strong and can duel with most melee heroes. I've also been thinking about running a full enemy phase build, as I really enjoy those. Catria is a versatile hero, and her availability makes her a good choice for free-to-play players that like to try different builds on their characters. So yeah, that was it for the video. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing if you liked it. Here you can check out my schedule for the week, and here you can find some of my other videos, or you can go to my main YouTube page where I have everything organized. I really hope you enjoyed, and see you next time!